What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back here with another draft lottery rebuild. We've done picks 1 and 2, of course, with the Hawks and also the Wizards, and now we're at number 3, that being the Houston Rockets. And I'll let you guys once again vote in the community tab, and you guys voted for Zacc, Risacher, I think is how you say it. I'm probably going to botch it a few times. Maybe I'll just call him Zacc today, but regardless, I do see a scenario where this is actually a trade spot where the Rockets might trade for a veteran. But maybe we hold that off for another video and just simply focus on the prospect today. So let's go ahead, jump in to this Zacc Risacher Houston Rockets rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciate it. I've been telling you guys also that no one truly knows how this draft is going to go. So I did see some people comment like Rob Dillingham. Now, I only had 4 options, which is why Rob Dillingham wasn't an option. But I could see that happening as well. Again, this draft is just so polarizing. Really, no one truly knows how this draft is going to go. And it would not surprise me by any means, like I said, if the Rockets explored the idea of trading this number 3 overall pick for a veteran. It would not surprise me whatsoever. Obviously, there's been some talks about Mikal Bridges in the past. Maybe they send the Nets their pick back from Mikal Bridges. Maybe the Boston Celtics flame out in the finals or whatever. And maybe Jaylen Brown becomes available. You can reunite him with Ime Udoka. I don't know. There's a bunch of scenarios that could possibly pop up. But today we're going to simply just focus on the prospect, and maybe for another video down the line, maybe we could do like a trade number 3 overall pick for like Jaylen Brown or Mikal Bridges or something along the lines of that. But regardless, let's go ahead and fill out the rest of this coaching staff to start things off, because you guys know that's where we start every single time, because we need an assistant head coach. So we're going to grab a couple of these guys, and then again, we're going to be drafting Zacc Risacher. Again, I should probably just continue to call him Zacc. So we're gonna draft Zacc. So let's draft Zacc. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. So let's go to draft night and let's just get that out of the way. Now, let's see if the Hawks and the Wizards take Alex Sarr and Nicole Toppage respectfully. So number 1 is going to be Alex Sarr once again. The Wizards are going to take Kyle Filipowski. Interesting. That's a weird pick, but okay. And then number 3, again, like I mentioned, we're going to be taking Zacc here. Welcome to the Rockets. We get ourselves another wing. We do have like a late second or a somewhat early second. I'm going to let the assistant GM take care of those. So Zacc goes to the Rockets, and then tomorrow will be the Spurs. So very interesting stuff. Unless, of course, the Cavs get eliminated tonight, then maybe you'll see the Cavs rebuild instead. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sign Hunter Sally to his rookie contract and Alex Toney here. Player options: Jae'Sean Tate, probably gonna decline it. $7 million that I could free up. Yeah, we'll do that. Jabari, Tari Easton, of course, we're accepting, and then qualifying offers. Obviously, none of those guys we're too concerned about. All right, so free agency. We do have the ability to sign an MLE, so we might use that. But let's go take a look at how we're going to round out this rotation. So, Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Amen Thompson, Dylan Brooks, Cameron Whitmore, Zacc Risacher, Jabari Smith Jr., Tari Easton, and then Şengün and Jock Landale and Steven Adams once he's healthy. Well, he will be probably our premier backup center. But how do I want to run this rotation is the big question here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave... I'm probably gonna move Amen Thompson point guard, because I think long term I want him to be my point guard. He is going to go down, but he fits that modern day, like, all these tall point guards like LaMelo and Cade Cunningham. He's 6'7", kind of fits the bill. I think eventually I'll have him probably take over for Fred VanVleet, and then we could slide either Cameron Whitmore or Zacc down to the 2 guard, I guess. So I guess we'll move Cameron Whitmore there. He will go down 1, but that's fine. So something like that. That way these guys are all getting minutes, and I don't think we really need to sign a free agent. Now, do I think the Rockets are just going to draft Zacc and call it a day? Probably not. I'm assuming they're going to try to at least do something. What is that something? I don't know. Actually, I really don't know. So Steven Adams is going to be our backup 5. Obviously, I want Tari Easton to get some minutes. Zacc, I want to play because we just drafted him. So we pretty much have a 4 rotation, but we could sign someone. But I guess for today, I assume the Rockets are going to make some kind of veteran move in free agency. But I guess for this video, we're going to just simply focus on Zacc getting a bunch of minutes and not do anything too crazy here and letting these young guys play it out. So, yeah, I feel like the Rockets will actually do something, as I'm not doing anything here. But Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün, Jabari Smith Jr., Amen Thompson, Dylan Brooks, Tari Easton, Whitmore, everyone is developing, which is great. Adams is down 3 overall, should be back here soon, hopefully, and he'll be our backup center. They traded for him, I think, like in the midst of the season. And we can get in this next season and see how this is going to go. I want to give Zacc as many minutes as possible. I don't know if he would start right away on this team. That's the problem, because there's just so much, wings and depth here. We have Dylan Brooks, of course, who's getting paid a bunch of money. So are they going to just bench Dylan Brooks? Probably not. But let's take a look at what 2K is about to recommend. So proficiency is 2.5 defense, If we move this to a balance, it's down to, or it's, you know, going to move to a 4-star. So I think that is a clear no-brainer. We're going to move this to a balanced system, and then let's take a look at what this rotation is truly about to look like. I kind of just want to evaluate this season and see if, like, we're good enough to be the playoff team already. We're going to win a championship already. Like, what's going to happen? So, yeah, I like this. I think this makes sense. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari, Şengün, Amin Thompson, Tari Easton, Cameron Whitmore, Zacc, and Jock Landale as a rotation. And then when Adams is healthy, he will probably take over Landale's backup 5 spot. So yeah, I think that makes perfect sense. I'm cool with this. We're going to go ahead. Somewhat year number 1. If I stop at the deadline to do anything, I will show you. Maybe I give Zacc just a few more minutes since he is kind of like the theme of today's video. But other than that, we'll see how this season goes. One other thing I want to do really quickly is I want to put Alperen Şengün shots in to see up quite a bit. I want him to be the guy here. Like, I want him to be the guy. So Jalen Green, we can maybe boost down just a tad. But yeah, Alperen Şengün is the guy that I want to build around. So I'm going to move his shot tendencies up as much as possible. Just doing that fairly quickly, and we can continue. Today's video is brought to you by DGF's Optimizer. If you play on apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or any other DFS app, having a tool like this is so clutch to finding good plays right in front of you without having to do any research whatsoever. So how it works is it compares discrepancies across multiple sports books, also shows you the juice on sports books, and I'm trying to see if I can find an NBA example on the board. For example, Peyton Pritchard under a steal. Every single book is heavily favoring him not to get a steal. You can come down to Jamal Murray under 2.5 turnovers, Isaiah Hartenstein over a steal, Halliburton over 1.5 steals. So that's just showing you what the juice is leading on for some of these player props across sports books that obviously take in lines and are like $1 million companies or $1 billion companies, whatever they are. So that's why having a tool like this is so clutch to finding good plays right in front of you without having to do any research whatsoever. Ever since I started using this tool, I've become a much profitable sports bettor. I will show you my results on screen right now. I had a really fantastic day yesterday, which was awesome. And then, of course, I use it on apps such as PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a player props app that allows you to choose between 2 to 6 players across any sport, and it's a ton of fun. Of course, we have the WNBA season in full effect. We have Al Horford up here if we want to take his over, or maybe people are favoring his under. I don't know. Yeah, so people are heavily favoring his under because they use last 5 games. Don't ever use the last 5 games, people. I'm just telling you right now. Shea, over 7.5 rebounds. You can pick pretty much anything you want. They got esports, all kinds of stuff. So make sure to check out PrizePicks and DGF. Use code Crushables on both sites. Code Crushables gets you 25% off the first month on DGF's Optimizer. And PrizePicks, using code Crushables, they match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. For example, yesterday, solid day. So, unfortunately, Michael Porter, Anthony Edwards both didn't really play too well. But we got Jamal Murray, got him, Miles McBride, and then we got Chris Sale, which was a baseball play. But yeah, really solid day. And then the 2 free squares also did pretty good for me. So if you want to check out PrizePicks, like I said, links down in the description below along with DGF. Let's get back to the video. So we have stopped the trade deadline as we are 24-27 on the season. And I think my long-term goal is here to get Zacc as the starting small forward. Whatever we do today, I want him to be the starting 3 for us. So I'm going to try to do that right now. So what I'm looking to do here is I'm looking to trade Dylan Brooks away. Which I know is probably not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but there was a trade that popped up that I think could make sense for both parties in a way. So we go ahead and look at this first trade being offered to me, and that is the Milwaukee Bucks offering Brook Lopez's expiring contract and AJ Green. I mean, at this point, I don't really know where Milwaukee will be. You assume they're still going to be contending, but maybe Brook Lopez has just not been very good this season. He's lost a step, and the Bucks just want a permanent defender like Dylan Brooks or something like that to just bring scrappiness to the team. So I think this could make somewhat sense. This, would, and also, once upon a time, the Rockets wanted to sign Brook Lopez. It almost happened, of course. So, yeah, I think this makes a bunch of sense. We're going to go ahead and do this trade with the Milwaukee Bucks. That way, we get Dylan Brooks out of here to start Zacc, give him a clear path to start now. And now we are going to look at this rotation together. So Brook Lopez, becomes the backup 5. So Adams, of course, gets kicked out. Or I guess Adams is still playing. Probably not. Probably just going to run a 9-man rotation, and Adams will be out of the rotation. It's kind of interesting because I know they gave up a couple seconds, I believe, to get him. But regardless, I wanted to set a clear path for Zacc to start the rest of the season. We're doing things to make sure that he is very important in this video because we drafted him for a reason. I don't want him to be an afterthought. If this was like a normal Rockets rebuild, I think I would have traded number 3 overall. But since we're simply focused on the prospect, I want a clear path for him to start and develop as much as possible. So let's continue this season with after that trade, and let's go ahead and see if we can maybe finish up as a play-in or get into the playoffs. The Nikola Jokic wins MVP. Stephani's Rookie of the Year on the Charlotte Hornets. T.J. McConnell, 6-man. Wembanyama Defensive Player. Daron Sharp Most Improved. And Jaylen Brown Clutch Player. Bickerstaff Coach of the Year. And John Murphy is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, and All-NBA third team, All-Defensive first team, and All-Defensive second team. So does Zacc make an All-Rookie first team? He does not. He didn't get to start the full season, but he did get up to 10 points per game after we did give him the nod. Shot 36% from 3, which is nice. And now we can go take a look at how we're about to do. As we did finish up as the 5th seed in the West, which is, I think, kind of where the Rockets want to be. So I feel pretty accomplished with what we're able to do based off not doing a whole lot at first. But 22 from Şengün, which is great to see. Obviously, he's the guy here. Jalen Green, 19 points, 12 from Jabari. 12 from Fred VanVleet, 10 from Tari Eason, and 10 from Zacc Risacher. So I think what I want to eventually happen is Fred VanVleet to be out of here as well and give Amen Thompson the full-time point guard role. So we have like an ideal starting 5 of like Amen Thompson, Jalen Green, Zacc, Jabari, and then Şengün. And then we fill out the bench however we feel is necessary. But let's go ahead and first and foremost see if we can keep any kind of competitive series against the Mavericks, for crying out loud, who are potentially going to go to the conference finals. It is a 2-2 series with the Thunder and the Mavericks, of course, right now as I'm recording this. But let's go ahead and somebody current round against them. And we are going to sweep them. Wow, I was not expecting that, but we did. And now we get New Orleans in round 2. So very fun stuff. Let's see if we can find a way to maybe make it to the conference finals this early. Man, what a surrender roll story that would be, as we are down 3-2 to the Pelicans right now. But maybe we force a game 7. We have this game at home. We have a good lead right now. And it's looking like we are going to force a game 7 unless they come back at the very end. And they do. Force overtime, but we do take care of business still. Man, that was a pretty bad blown lead. But hey, Zacc had, he's averaging 15 in the playoffs, which is great to see. All right, so game 7. This one's going to be in New Orleans this time. Let's see if we can come out here and win this game 7 and make it to the conference finals this early. That'd be kind of wild. It's there for the taking, potentially, if we finish this game off, unless we let them back in it. We are going to the conference finals. Wow, 27-12 from Şengün, 18 from Jalen Green, and 15 from Zacc. And we draw the Oklahoma City Thunder in the conference finals, which, of course, is never easy to do. So let's go ahead and see if we find a way to beat. Dude, we went up 2-1, but it's looking like we're in a tie series. They want to start Amen Thompson, which I don't hate. I want Amen Thompson to be my starting point guard in the future anyway. Let's see if we can come out here and beat the Rockets, or sorry, the Thunder. And it's looking like we're going down 3-2 here. So we go down 3-2. It's not the end of the world. We do have a game 6 at home. Looks like Fred VanVleet is going to be back as a starter. So game 6 in Houston. Can we come out here and force a game 7 back to Oklahoma City? The fact of the matter is that we are giving the Thunder this much of a fight, though. This early feels good, but we are unfortunately going to lose in game 6. Man, put up a great fight. Unfortunately, was not meant to be. You guys know the Thunder can be, and the Cavs go on to win the championship. Shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James retiring, Chris Paul retiring, and now we can kind of focus on what's next. Of course, we might once again collect another lottery pick here, as we are projected 8th overall. Nets via Phoenix are going to get a good pick. So let's see where this pick ends up for us. And it ends up at number 10. So we fall to 10. The Nets get the number 1 overall pick, which is huge for them because they need some sense of direction. So not too shabby. So we have the 10th overall pick. I don't know if adding another young player to this team makes a bunch of sense. I know that, you know, rookie contracts in the new CBA are going to be very, very important. I guess it depends who's on the board. And it also depends if maybe we can trade number 10 for a veteran player that could help us right now. I don't know if that's going to be on the table, but we'll see. I don't even know if I have like contracts to match at all. I think everyone's a free agent right now. So let's take a look really quickly. Now have the coaching stats filled out. We're just coming off a conference finals appearance. We got number 10. And then, yeah, so the only player under contract right now is like Landale, AJ Green. So that's like $10 million we can make up. So I guess we could explore the idea and see if there's like a player out there that we could get. But we'll see. Maybe I'll see you guys in draft night. Maybe we have a trade lined up to, you know, go ahead and take care of. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and draft number 10. I don't think it makes any sense to make a unnecessary trade here. We can go ahead and just draft a player, have them develop in the background or whatever it may be. We have Dink Pate. We have Noah, who I don't know much about. And I always get Dink, so I feel like I'm going to go ahead and take Noah here out of France. So another French player. And we're pretty happy with that. So we get a 77 overall. We're out of the draft. Player options, Fred VanVleet. This is interesting because we could accept Fred VanVleet. And I also kind of want to take a look and see how teams are feeling. So if the team was like, is there a $40 million contract that I could feel comfortable with trading for? So like the Suns, for instance, who just had the number 1 overall pick, you know, taken from them because of the Durant trade, or from the Durant trade. And we we can get Devin Booker or something like that, which would be kind of wild. If we didn't keep Jalen, maybe if we like sign and traded Jalen Green, we can get D Book in Houston and kind of take a, you know, aggressive approach here. I don't hate the idea of it. I really don't. That's definitely an option. We'll take a look at it. Bulls, no, I don't really want Levine. We got the Celtics contending. So Jaylen Brown, you know, always kind of makes sense to me in Houston because of Ime Udoka. Melo Ball and Ahmed Thompson would be interesting, but probably won't do that. Marketing, I get him a little too much, so probably won't go that route. So yeah, I kind of like the idea of maybe being... I kind of like the idea to see if we can get Devin Booker from the Suns. They were just terrible. They're selling right now. There's not a single player untouchable. I might have to explore that idea. So do I sign? I don't think I'm going to need to. I'm not going to accept Fred VanVleet's contract. If anything, we might sign him to a cheaper contract in free agency. We'll see on that. But I think I'm going to try to go get Devin Booker. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to try to sign and trade Jalen Green, where of course we're going to re-sign like Şengün, of course, as well. So Devin Booker, we have a ton of cap space. Do we want to just sign a free agent here? Maybe it's not even necessary to like sign and trade for Devin Booker. We got like Mobley here, Jalen Green we could bring back. But, you know, giving Devin Booker and Alperen Şengün a chance to, you know, do something in Houston, I think could be a ton of fun. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it, man. I know I could sign Tatum or something. Maybe Tatum would come to Houston because of Ime Udoka. I don't know, but Tatum feels like a Celtic for life. So I'm going to give Şengün a contract, and then I'm going to sign and trade Jalen Green, or do my best anyway, to try to sign and trade Jalen Green to Phoenix. Now, if the Phoenix does decline my trade, worst case scenario, we have Jalen Green. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm happy with that. So we're going to go ahead, now that we got Jalen Green and also Şengün signed, I'm going to see, and if Fred VanVleet's still available to like sign to like a 6-man type of deal, I'd be open to that as well. But let's go see if we can get Devin Booker from Phoenix. So the first offer I'm offering to the Suns is Jalen Green and Noah, and then a 2026 unprotected Brooklyn pick and a 2028 Houston unprotected. Let's see if they're down for this. They don't agree. Oh, they're close to agreeing to it though, so we might get something to happen here. I'll throw AJ Green in here. Let's see if that makes a difference at all. It does not. Probably have to include one more first in here, and that is a pick swap. I think they accept this, and they do agree. We have Devin Booker in the building with Şengün, Jabari, Ahmed Thompson, Tari Eason, Whitmore, and Zacc, which I feel very good about. So we can also re-sign Fred VanVleet if we truly wanted to, which we might do. So D-Book, of course, immediately is going to move to shooting guard. I forgot to do that. So not only do we have a 96, we have a 96 overall shooting guard. Massive upgrade from Mr. Jalen Green, and he's in his prime. So I think this was the right thing to do. We do need a legitimate backup 5. I think we're going to re-sign Fred VanVleet, and then we got to sign a wing. But let's go get a legitimate backup center. Brook Lopez could be that for us. The only problem I have with Brook is he might go down in overall, which really, really sucks because he'd be perfect. But we can get like a Kevon Looney or something like that. So I'm going to go Kevon Looney probably. And we are going to re-sign Fred VanVleet as well back to Houston. Try to give him a little bit of a cheaper contract, something like that. We're going to get Fred VanVleet, or no, we're not. He's going to not accept yet. Let me make sure he's not getting other offers. So he has another offer. He is leaning on ours, though. So we do get Fred VanVleet back. W. Okay, so Fred VanVleet's back. And now we could sign like a Sam Hauser, which I think is perfect to back up Zacc. So we'll sign Sam Hauser. And then that'll be our offseason. So Fred VanVleet, Ahmed Thompson, Devin Booker, Whitmore, Zacc, Sam Hauser, Jabari, Tari Eason, Şengün, and Kevon Looney. Not too bad. Let's take a look at player progression now. I'm hoping Zacc develops really nicely. Let's see if that is the case. So he is up to an 80, which is, I'll take that. One more 81. Tari Eason 82. Jabari 85. Ahmed Thompson up to an 87. Şengün 87. D-Book 95. So this team should be extremely good next year. At least I'm hoping so. We got our guy in Devin Booker. Now we have taken our, I think this is the kind of approach the Rockets will take eventually anyway. Will it be Devin Booker or someone else? I don't know. But I do love the addition of Devin Booker here with Şengün, Ahmed Thompson, Zacc, and Jabari. I think this is a very talented team for D-Book to win a championship with. So here's your proficiency. It's only 4 stars, so it didn't move up at all or anything like that, which would have been awesome if it did, but it did not. So rotation is, they still want to start Fred VanVleet, which is interesting. Devin Booker, Zacc, Jabari, Şengün, Ahmed Thompson, Tari Eason, Kevin Whitmore, and Kevon Looney. Honestly, I do believe Fred VanVleet is not necessary in the starting 5. I think he'd be better as the 6th man here. So, sorry, I did not mean to do that. Şengün's not playing point guard. Ahmed Thompson for Fred VanVleet. I think Ahmed Thompson would be better to start next to D-Book. Kind of be that playmaker and slasher in the starting 5, while Book, Zacc, Jabari are your floor spacers. I mean, I know Zacc struggles with his shot, but he shot 36% from 3 here anyway in 2K. But yeah, let's go ahead, simulate this season, and hopefully this season goes as well as I expected to. So at the end of this season, Luka Doncic wins MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year on the Spurs, Anthony Simons 6th man on the Blazers, Wembanyama Defensive Player, Alex Lar Most Improved on the Hawks, and Kyrie Irving Clutch Player back on the Nets, interestingly enough. And just like that, we had a really special season at 56 and 26. Coach of the Year going to Ime Udoka, and Executive of the Year, aka your boy here, Executive of the Year, which is lovely to see. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team. So I don't have any Rockets representatives, which would have been cool to see, but unfortunately not there. And here's all rookie first team and all rookie second team. So Noah made it, which sucks that we moved him, but we went on a path to trying to go win a championship here immediately. So here are your player stats in the season. You had 25 from Devin Booker, 20.5 from Şengün, 14 from Whitmore, 14 from Zacc, and then 12 from Fred VanVleet, 12 from Jabari, 11 from Tari Eason, and 10 and 8 from Amen Thompson. 10, 8, and 7. Almost averaged a triple-double, which is great to see. So in round one, we draw the Portland Trail Blazers. So let's see what this is about to do. So Amen Thompson has 100% earned his starting spot, which is lovely to see. So let's go ahead and see if we can take care of the Blazers early on. I'm really hoping we don't get bounced in round one here. They do have some talent, but hopefully our talent prevails. So many current round against Portland, and we are going to go down 3-2 to them. Man, why does 2K hate me so much? I don't understand. But let's see if we can maybe not go home in round one. That'd be fantastic after being the first seed. Why do I always lose to 8th seeds? I don't know, but we're about to do that again, aren't we? Oh boy, I love 2K. Why do I play this game? We lose to another 8th seed. It's just been happening way too often lately. But the Milwaukee Bucks go on to win the championship, Finals MVP. So you had a Giannis versus Wembanyama. Finals, Lillard gets a championship. I guess I can take that as a silver lining because I'm happy to see that. Man, though, losing in round one, quite annoying. Not gonna lie. Durant retires in Phoenix because there's like nothing left for him to be happy about there. I don't think we have a pick. We've traded it, of course. So at this point, we are just looking to, we could fire Ime Udoka, but I guess I won't because he's a solid coach. I guess basically what we'll do, maybe we'll look to try to improve maybe in the back of 5 position. I guess that's probably where I'll turn my attention to the most. Pretty sure we don't have a draft pick, but I guess I should double check. I'm pretty sure we don't. Yeah, we only have a couple seconds. So let's go straight to player options. All right, so player options. Accepting all these, of course, and then qualifying offers Jabari and Tari Eason, both free agents. 2 guys we're definitely bringing back, so let's make sure we take care of that. So Jabari and Tari, we'll bring both y'all back, and then offer sheet from the 76ers, of course, will match it. And I'll see if I can get a better center in free agency. I don't know if I have like okay, so I do have the ability to sign a better center, which is nice. Jalen Smith, Zach Collins, or Paul Reed, or anything like that, because we have Kevon Looney and Landale both under contract. But I don't really feel confident in either of them. Or what I could do is maybe I can move Fred VanVleet for a better center, and I can sign a point guard in free agency, which I think is what I'll do. And just like this, we're going to send Mr. Fred VanVleet back to Toronto. We're getting Jakob Poeltl in return for Fred VanVleet. So we get ourselves a legitimate back of 5 in Jakob Poeltl, which I feel very good about. So I'll happily take that. And then we have our backup point guard in Bronny James potentially, or we could sign a backup point guard. And I see Bones Highland. I see Ben Simmons. Honestly, as weird as it is to say, I think Ben Simmons would be the best fit because I don't need the scoring punch from Bones Highland. I think we need, because we're going to have Amen Thompson, Devin Booker, Şengün, Zacc, Jabari are all going to score. So I think, as weird as it is, I think Ben Simmons would be fantastic as our backup point guard. So I'm going to give him a 2-year deal because I'm going to go probably 2 more seasons on this video. So Ben Simmons is our backup point guard. I'm not going to move him around this time. I'm just going to leave him at point guard, and we'll roll with that. So he's our backup point guard in Houston. I know his career is probably done for, but hey, he's still available in 2K, and he is a good defender that comes off the bench and can play make off the bench. You really can't hate that too much. So rotation is about to be somewhat the same. Obviously a little different because we have Jakob Poeltl as our backup 5 now, but I'm feeling pretty confident. Within the next 2 seasons, the championship should be ours. At least I hope so, but we'll see if that's the case. So Parking is going to let us 5th overall. Ime, if you fold this season, we're not re-signing you. We'll go get somebody else. But Amen Thompson, D-Book, Zacc, Jabari, Şengün, Tari Eason, Whitmore, Jakob Poeltl, and Ben Simmons. What a fantastic bench that is. We could technically move Ben Simmons to, power forward and make him even better if we really, truly wanted to. If we really, truly wanted to, we can make it something like this where our bench is this good. Do I want to do that, though, is the question, because I don't know if that's going to mess anything up. I'll leave him a point guard. I'll leave him a point guard for now, but Yeah, so we're going to roll with that, and we'll see how this season goes. So now Luka Doncic is in a Golden State Warriors uniform, I guess, but I assume we still got Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. Once again, yes, we did. 66 and 16 this time around, so let's go hope and pray that this is our year to actually at least get out of round one. Let's get out of round one. We made it to the conference finals the year before they get bounced in round one. Windward's up to 17 points per game, which is great to see. Zacc with 14, 13 from Amon Thompson, 13 from Tari Eason. So, got the Pelicans in round one who have Dyson Daniels, Hawkins, Ingram, Zion, and Rocco. Somebody curl around against them. If we get bounced around one here again, I was about to say, I'm going to be pretty annoyed, but we do get the Spurs in round two who have Wembanyama, Darius, and Cooper Flag. So, very good team on their, they have a very good roster as well. But hopefully we could take care of them. And we're down 2-1. So we got to even this series up. Maybe we go 8-man rotation here or something like that. And see if that changes anything. So game 4 in San Antonio. This is a must win. I think going down 3-1 to the Spurs team would probably not work out in our favor. So it's looking good here for a game 4 victory. And we are going to even the series, which is fantastic. So simcasting game 5. And let's see if we can come out and win game 5 and take a 3-2 lead. We are back and forth so far with them as we are starting to run with it here at the end. Can we keep it? And we do. All right, so we're going to simcast game 6 as well. And it looks like the Warriors passed the Thunder. So this would be a really good chance, hopefully, to take care of the Spurs here and play the Warriors. Now, Luka Doncic is never fun to play in 2K either. But I think I'd rather play Luka than the Thunder, weirdly enough. And we are going to beat the Spurs in 6. 33-10 from Devin Booker. And now we get the Warriors. So now we got the Battle of Brooklyn on the other side. And we got the Warriors who have Luka, Podziemski, Wiggins, Jarris Walker, Trace Jackson, Keegan Murray, and Trey Jones. I still think they're a one-man show pretty much with Luka. This looks good so far, but it doesn't mean anything just yet. I'm not even going to allow them to tie the series without me simcasting. So let's see if we can simcast this one and win 3-1, or go up 3-1, I should say. And we are in a back and forth, but we do go up 3-1, which is fantastic. But again, it's not over by any means. Game 5 in Houston. Please just take care of business here. Let's just beat them in 5, no sweat, and go to the finals here. And it's looking all right so far. I forgot, not to mention that Devin Booker and Luka Doncic rivalries renewed on 2 different teams. But now we are in the finals. We get one of the Brooklyn teams, and it's going to be the Nets, funny enough. Kyrie Irving is your finals MVP, our conference finals MVP on the other side. So the Nets have Marcus Smart, Kyrie, Ace Bailey, Obi Toppin, Hartenstein, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, Ryan Dunn, and Derek Whitehead. Not a bad team, but I do believe we're better, but we'll see what happens. So game 1, 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. So far, so good. And it looks like, boys, to end this one off, we are going to end this off with a bang and win a championship, which is fantastic because, oh, wait a minute. Unless we blow the 3-0 lead, but I would love to just close them out in Brooklyn and not even have to sweat this one out. But a minute 39 left in the clock. Your boy's going to jump in and end this one off. I think this video is a lot shorter than some of the other ones I've done recently. That's just because Houston's one of those teams that seems like they're going to try to win now rather than be patient. Like the Wizards and the Hawks. The Hawks, of course, may try to win now, but they could take either path. But the Wizards, of course, are probably more than likely going to have to take the slow approach. They're not going to become contenders overnight, obviously. So, which is why the Rockets, I feel like with the way they approached last offseason, there's a good chance that they're going to try to, be competitive next year. And make that's why they might trade the 3rd overall pick. I just didn't do that today. So, but whatever. So the fact of the matter is we're about to have a championship, which is what we were looking for. And I will take that as we play good defense on Mr. Hartenstein again. Let's give it to Zacc. Let's see if I can score with Zacc here. Can I take this to the basket with Zacc? And we do get it in. Euro stepping over Marcus Smart. Scoring with our boy. You'll love to see it. All right, so let's see if they can respond here and get a basket. We've stopped them on 2 different possessions. Hartenstein is ice cold, and now he's going to shoot a mid-range, and he's going to miss it. Man, what a possession that was for them. All right, so Hartenstein is ice cold. Can I get him in a pick and roll really quickly? Can I just, absolutely blow by him with him being cold like this? And we're going to get the N1. Hartenstein, get off the floor. You're killing your team, even though this game is already over, obviously. But we'll take that. All right, let's see if we can convert the N1 here. And we are going to convert the N1. Just like that, when I have no pressure, I can actually make a basket in 2K. It's kind of crazy how that works. But it looks like they have, taken their rotation out and or their starters out, and they're conceiving. Noah Clowney hits a 3. But this game is all but over, of course. We got 1 possession we can score on really quickly. Let's see if I can get another basket here with Mr. D-Book or something. I'm gonna hit a step back 3 from D-Book. That's just way too long. All right, boys, that's going to end it here. Ben Simmons, a rare appearance from Ben Simmons here in a Houston uniform. Looks kind of bizarre, but that is your game. Mr. Diaw is going to hit a 3. Ben Simmons, you know, just allows it to happen, but this game is all but over. Can Ben Simmons, D-Book be teammates one day? Probably not, but still funny that we, you know, got him. So let's go ahead and end this one off. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, as always. I will see y'all in the next one. I guess let's go ahead and see if we get a glitch today. Do we get the famous glitch today? Let's see. And I don't think we're going to get it. Does Mikal celebrate with the Rockets? Nope. Maybe they fixed it. Caruso's on the Rockets. Look at that. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. I'll see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.